Okay. You ready? Ready? Okay, good. All right, thank you, everybody. I would like to call to order this special call meeting of the Board of Trustees of the University of Alabama System. This is indeed a special meeting, and given the matter coming before the board in 10 or 15 minutes, we thought the Catherine and Pettis Randall Welcome Center was an appropriate place to hold this meeting, and Kathy is here with us, and we're very grateful to her and her family. This is a fitting place for this particular meeting. I also want to thank each and every one of you who are here, and thank you for your support of the University of Alabama. Board Secretary Mark Foley, will you please call the roll?
Thank you, Pro Tem Phelps. From the 1st District, Trustee Cooper, the 3rd. Trustee Morissette.
Here.
Trustee Brock.
Present.
Trustee Malone.
Here.
Trustee Roy.
Here.
Trustee Vandevort.
Here.
Pro Tem Phelps.
Here.
Trustee Gray.
Here.
Trustee Gromberg.
Here.
Trustee Calhoun.
Here.
Trustee Brooks.
Here.
Trustee Humphrey.
Here.
And Trustee Simon.
Here.
I'd also like to recognize our UA system leadership here today, Chancellor Sid Trant, current UA President, Dr. Stuart Bell, and current UAB President, Dr. Ray Watts. And finally, I'd also like to recognize the Trustee Emeriti that have traveled to be with us today. Thank you for being here. Angus Cooper II, Joe Espy, Judge John England, John McMahon, Marietta Urquhart, and Fess St. John. Mr. Pro Tem, you have a quorum.
Thank you. Vice Chancellor for System Communications, Lynn Cole, will you please introduce any members of the media who are here with us today?
Thank you, Pro Tem Phelps. Here with us today, we are pleased to welcome Will McClelland with AL.com, Mary Barron with ABC 3340 News, Maddie McQueen and James Johnston with CBS 42, Victor Hagan and Elijah McWhorter with the Crimson White, Mark Hughes Cobb and Caroline Simmons with the Tuscaloosa News, Stephen Dethridge with the Tuscaloosa Thread, Brian Henry with WBRC 6 News, Jalen Prince with WVUA 23 News, and John Papke, Jalen Holloway, and Mel Stevens with WVTM 13 News. On the live stream, we're pleased to welcome Trish Crane with Alabama Daily News, Colin Gay and Ken Roberts with the Tuscaloosa News, Grayson Everett with Yellowhammer News, and any other members of the media.
Thank you, Lynn, and we appreciate the interest of the media in our activities. The meeting agenda was prepared and provided in advance of this meeting. Are there any objections to adopting the agenda as presented? All right, hearing none, the agenda is adopted. We have one item of business today, which is consideration of the appointment of the 30th President of the University of Alabama. And I would like to first recognize Trustee Karen Brooks, who chaired the UA Presidential Search Advisory Committee, for a report.
Thank you, Pro Tem Phelps. And thank all of you for being here today. It has been such a privilege to serve as chair of the Presidential Search Advisory Committee for the 30th President of the University of Alabama. This fantastic committee represented UA faculty, staff, students, alumni, and community members, as well as the Board of Trustees and the UA system leadership. I want to begin by thanking the members of the Search Advisory Committee for the countless hours they committed to this search, and would like to take a moment to recognize each one of them. And if you would, maybe stand as I call your name. Bill Brubaker, thank you, Bill, Dean and Professor of the University School of Law. Trustee Mike Brock, thank you, Mike. Samad Gilani. Samad is former president of the UA Student Government Association. And Dr. Matthew Hudnall, thank you. Matthew, president of the Faculty Senate and Associate Professor in the Culverhouse School of Business. Trustee Barbara Humphrey, thank you. Dr. Tanjanita Johnson, the UA System Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. Dr. James King, Jr., Associate Dean for Culture and Success, and the Miles Rose Professor of Leadership in the Culverhouse School of Business. Thank you. Shane Lyons. Thank you, Shane. Executive Deputy Director of Athletics and Chief Operating Officer. Trustee Evie Malden, who could not be here today, also a member of the committee. Dr. Matt McClendon, Associate Vice President and Executive Director for Enrollment Management. Chancellor Sid Trant. I knew I could find you eventually. And Jimmy Warren, who could not be here either, Associate Vice President for Alumni Affairs and Executive Director of the National Alumni Association. And last but certainly not least, my friend Jackie Wiska-Ware, UA alumna and President and CEO of the United Way of West Alabama. Thank you, Jackie. We started our search process by listening to the University of Alabama community. We hosted 6-hour-long listening sessions open to alumni, faculty, community, staff, students, and any other supporters to share feedback and comments on characteristics, qualifications, and credentials for the 30th president of the University of Alabama. Over 500 attended our listening sessions and helped us determine key criteria to look for in the next president. And thank you to all of those who participated in those sessions. It was a tremendous compliment to UA's current president, Dr. Stuart Bell, who is here with us today, that so many in the campus community identified positive qualities exemplified by Dr. Bell that they wanted to see in our next president. Stuart, thank you for all you've done for the university, and Susan as well. And you'll be missed. And we love you dearly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A few prominent things that emerged from the listening sessions were the University of Alabama community wanted the next president to have a distinguished record of leadership at an R1 institution, a proven commitment to the student-centered university, impeccable character, and the ability to guide a large and successful Division I athletic program. The Search Advisory Committee and our superb search consultants in academic search, Ann Dye Hasselmo and Chris Butler, synthesized this valuable feedback to develop a presidential profile and position criteria, which was published online, widely advertised, and shared across the country as Academic Search conducted national recruitment outreach for 7 weeks. Our search consultants also created an email address to follow the applications, expression of interest, and the nominations to be submitted electronically and confidentially. Ensuring the confidentiality of our candidates was a crucial component of our process. This assurance, combined with Academic Search's excellent recruiting capabilities and exciting opportunity to lead UA's continued trajectory as one of this country's premier public universities, led to a highly qualified applicant pool. This pool included sitting presidents, provosts, deans, and even executives outside of higher education. Our Search Advisory Committee then selected candidates to interview, after which the committee gave feedback on each candidate based on the Search Advisory Committee's feedback. The Chancellor and trustees of the committee identified finalists for additional interviews. As Chancellor Trant will soon detail, one candidate distinguished himself throughout this entire process. Ann and Chris, with Academic Search, masterfully guided this search process as they did with our past searches that yielded former President Dr. Robert Witt and current President Stuart Bell. We thank them for the long partnership that we've had, and we'll be eternally grateful for them helping with this one as well. Search Committee, again, I cannot thank you enough for your service, dedication, and time. Serving on this committee was a significant committee, but I know we all agreed that the process yielded an outstanding and most exciting outcome. Thank you again to all who helped make this search such a successful one. Pro Tem Phelps, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Brooks. Under the board's bylaws, one of the duties of the University of Alabama System Chancellor is to recommend to the board the appointments of the university presidents and the health system CEO. So I now recognize Chancellor Sid Trant to make his recommendation.
Thank you, Pro Tem Phelps. To the members of the Board of Trustees, thank you for the opportunity to bring to you such an important recommendation that will shape the future of the University of Alabama for years to come. I also want to thank the members of the Search Advisory Committee for their tremendous service, and Board Secretary Mark Foley and for his diligent and thoughtful coordination of the Search Committee and all of his excellent work to get us here today, as well as the System Office employees who assisted us in this process. As Trustee Brooks mentioned, our committee members and search consultants worked diligently for months to identify the ideal candidate, someone with a distinguished record of leadership at an R1 institution, someone with integrity and impeccable character, someone with the ability to grow exemplary academic and research achievements and set forth a clear vision through plans that are ambitious, inspiring, and sustainable. Someone with a proven commitment to a student-centered university, to excellence in academia and college athletics, and to serving the public and improving lives through teaching, research, and service. I'm very excited to announce that we have found that someone. Trustees, today it is my honor to recommend Dr. Peter Moeller to you for your election to serve as the 30th President of the University of Alabama. Dr. Moeller has served at the highest levels of leadership in higher education, including several months as acting president of The Ohio State University, one of the largest flagship universities in the country, and where he currently leads all research, corporate development, economic development, and workforce development as the university's executive vice president for research, innovation, and knowledge. He also, in his spare time, I guess, serves as Chief Scientific Officer for the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center and provides a critical connection between research and innovation efforts across all of Ohio State's campuses. As one of only 3 executive vice presidents at Ohio State, Dr. Moeller has been a transformative leader. He has elevated and enhanced the institution's research enterprise, which has climbed in the national rankings and generated explosive growth, with annual research expenditures surging by roughly $600 million annually to top $1.5 billion. He has created a culture of interdisciplinary collaboration focused on impact, designed innovative curricula and workforce development programs that are shaping future-ready graduates, and built strategic partnerships between the university, government, and industry designed to tie academic achievement to economic progress and real-world impact for students, the state, and the nation. He has consistently demonstrated the ability to envision the future, set big and meaningful goals, and implement ambitious yet achievable plans to reach them. As acting president of Ohio State in 2023, Dr. Moeller successfully led one of the largest public flagships in the nation. His presidency was marked by steady, values-driven leadership of a university with a $10 billion budget as he oversaw the complexity of a large and, as you know, successful NCAA Division I athletics program, strengthened relationships with government and industry leaders, and spearheaded major philanthropic efforts at a time when the university was completing several major transformative capital projects. During his presidency, he led 15 academic colleges and programs serving over 65,000 students while advancing key initiatives in enrollment growth, academic excellence, and campus safety, among others. Importantly, Dr. Moeller is student-centered in every sense, from supporting innovative internship programs and enhancing entrepreneurial learning to improving graduation outcomes and aligning education with career pathways. He has shown a firm and focused commitment to student success. He has also demonstrated his dedication to upholding the core tenets of free speech and academic freedom, and he enjoys working hand in hand with partners across academia to solve problems. Little background, prior to his executive leadership roles at Ohio State, he served as director of the Dorothy M. Davis Heart and Lung Research Institute, chair of the Department of Physiology and Cell Biology, and vice dean of research in the College of Medicine. He has held faculty and leadership positions at Vanderbilt University, the University of Iowa, and Ohio State, with an extensive teaching and research portfolio focused on uncovering the genetics of rare forms of cardiac arrhythmia in children and young adults. A highly accomplished and respected researcher, Dr. Moeller has authored more than 275 peer-reviewed publications, received numerous awards and honors, and he has been selected to serve in national and international academic leadership positions. While originally from Colorado, Dr. Moeller is a proud product of higher education in the South. Earning his undergraduate degree from Wake Forest, where he met his equally exceptional wife, Nancy, who couldn't be here today. She's out of the country. And then his PhD from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, followed by his postdoctoral training at Duke University. Dr. Moeller's impressive resume is not the only thing that sets him apart. What also sets him apart is who he is as a person and a leader. Dr. Moeller is known not only for his intellect and work ethic, but also for his authenticity and willingness to bring people together, listen actively, and then act boldly. Colleagues describe him as an approachable and steadying presence, an exceptional communicator, and a strategic thinker who walks the talk and never loses sight of the students at the heart of the mission. Under Dr. Bell's decade of exemplary leadership, the University of Alabama has reached new heights, and he leaves a solid foundation. Dr. Moeller is uniquely equipped to build upon that foundation with his visionary leadership that will lead this university and this state to a brighter future. And so, trustees, Dr. Moeller is a proven leader. He has a deep respect for tradition while driving innovation, and he is committed to advancing the mission of our flagship university and the University of Alabama system to serve our students and state through teaching, research, and service that transforms lives. And I am confident that Dr. Moeller is ready to lead the University of Alabama and further this great institution's legacy of excellence. Trustees, it is with great enthusiasm that I recommend Dr. Peter Moeller to be the 30th president of the University of Alabama.
All right, thank you, Sid. Based on Chancellor Trant's recommendation, is there a motion from the board to approve Peter Moeller as the 30th president of the University of Alabama?
And I so move.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Good. And we have a motion and a second. All opposed of approving Dr. Peter Moeller as the 30th president of the University of Alabama, please say aye. Did I say opposed or? All right, strike that from the record. The aye part was important about that. All right, let me try that again then. All in favor? Why didn't you look more nervous about that when I said that? All right, all in favor of approving Dr. Peter Moeller as the 30th president of the University of Alabama, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, please say no. The appointment is hereby approved. Dr. Moeller will begin his term on July 21st, 2025. So I now recognize Dr. Peter Moeller for his comments.
So first of all, I want to appreciate the no comments during the no comment section. 75 days till kickoff, roll tide. So first I want to thank everyone for being here this afternoon. Let me begin by offering my wholehearted appreciation to the University of Alabama, System Board of Trustees, and Chancellor Trant for this absolutely incredible opportunity. I also want to thank members of the search committee for your thoughtful work throughout this process and for your dedication to the future of this great university. It is an honor to be named the next president of the University of Alabama, and I'm truly humbled. This is an opportunity of a lifetime, and my family and I are thrilled to return to the South, particularly my wife Nancy, who has really missed the sweet tea, to join this dynamic and engaging community. I also want to thank President Bell for his exceptional leadership. I want to say that again. I want to thank President Bell for his exceptional leadership. We could go on for 30 minutes about this, but his countless accomplishments helped position UA for continued momentum, and I'm grateful for the strong foundation he leaves behind. I would not be standing here today without the support of my family. I grew up in Grand Junction, Colorado in a tight-knit family with parents who taught me the values that have shaped every step of my journey. Loyalty, integrity, hard work, and the importance of community. Values shared by this great university. Nancy's been by my side since our days at Wake Forest, which is also where I discovered my passion for research and innovation after realizing what the university could be part of in solving real life-changing problems. We've raised 3 amazing children, Eleanor, Caroline, and John, who continue to inspire us each and every day. I'm so grateful for their constant encouragement and support. And of course, I want to extend my gratitude to The Ohio State University, where I've spent the past 15 years alongside a remarkable group of leaders and friends. This moment today would not have been possible without you and the success we achieved together at Ohio State. But moving forward, to the faculty, staff, students, alumni, and supporters of the University of Alabama, I cannot wait to meet you, listen to you, and learn from you. I'm excited by the talented leadership team in place here and honored to join you in the work ahead. Together, we have the opportunity to build upon a legacy of excellence and shape the next era of impact at UA. From my days in the lab, working to unlock the genetic basis of cardiac arrhythmia in children and athletes, my time in the classroom to my leadership roles in higher education, the heart of my work has always been about one thing: bringing people together to create impact. Building strong interdisciplinary teams with a common purpose and a deep focus on outcomes that matter is my true north. I believe deeply in partnering with faculty, staff, and students. By locking arms together with shared vision and determination, that's when universities show their true power. What drew me here was not just University of Alabama's impressive reputation for academic and athletic excellence as a student-centered university. It's the aligned sense of pride and purpose that runs through this university from the board and the chancellor to each and every student that I've met. A commitment to student success, to public service and citizenship, to solving problems that matter, to success in athletics, to educating the next generation of leaders of Alabama and the world. Over the coming months, my priority will be simple: listening. Listening to campus community members, university supporters, alumni, government leaders, and community partners, to learn what makes UA special to each and every one of them, and then work together to chart our pathway forward. We'll build on the exceptional work happening here today, and we'll ensure that every student that leaves this university is ready to succeed and make a difference. I'm excited to work alongside every member of this campus community and the Board of Trustees, the Chancellor, and my fellow leaders across the UA system, and to engage with the campus through shared governance. I also look forward to partnering with deans, faculty, and industry and state leaders to grow and to continue to grow the university as an engine for economic innovation and development for the state of Alabama. This is a system with extraordinary strengths and momentum, and I believe by working together, we can tackle the big challenges that matter most to Alabama and beyond. We are at a pivotal moment in higher education, and as a public flagship, we must recommit ourselves to our unique public mission, one that I believe is in the fabric of our country. This is a place for civil discourse, a place for exploring new ideas, and a place for changing lives, not only the lives of our students, but also their families and the communities we serve. What we do has a transformational ripple effect that cannot be measured. I would argue when higher education succeeds, everyone succeeds. To have a chance to serve this university at this moment is the opportunity of a lifetime. The University of Alabama is distinctly positioned to ascend as the nation's premier public flagship university. The future at the capstone is incredibly bright, and I can't wait to get started. Thank you, and roll Tide.
Thank you, Peter, and we appreciate your willingness to take on this appointment, and congratulations. So, is there any further business to come before this board? There being no further business, but thank you, Ken. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you.